Hello, sorry. I'm going to apologise straight away. I've just wasted 5 minutes of my time recording me stripping this down and stripping the old paint stripper off and rubbing it down with a wire brush on my rotary tool. I accidentally stopped my phone. I don't know how I did it. So anyway, just to refresh you, this is the Lotus. I started to strip at the end of the last video. All the paint's off it now. I've gone over it with a rotary tool with a wire brush, much like this. It's all done. It's nice and smooth as I can tell. There's no damage. It's looking pretty good actually. It's no little dinks or dents or anything. So that's the casting rubbed down. I did go over the plastic insert, polished it up a bit. It's not brilliant, it's not perfect. I've done what I can with it, so until I find a better one, it'll have to do. I've coated it in a plastic coating for floor polish. It's a lot cleaner. I polished it up better than it was, because I don't know if you remember from the last video, it was pretty much covered in filth and mud and grime. I did polish it with this metal polish here with plenty of water. I've gone over it with a car wax polish as well, and it's come up as best as I can get it. So what I'm planning on doing is getting a clear coat acrylic spray for my airbrush and going over that. But for the time being, that's as good as I can get it. I spent about 2 hours trying to get that looking like new, but to no avail. If anybody's got any tips, please let me know how I can achieve it. So what I need to do now is drill out these rivet posts so that I can assemble the vehicle later on. Yep. So if you remember from last time, some twit snapped off his 1.5mm drill bit. I don't know who that was. Can you think? No, not me. So I'm going to have to start again with another one, unless I tap it to, I'm trying to think, shall I use a 3mm? Let's see. I might tap it, drill it out to 2.5. If I get, what have I got here? There's my taps. Get the old drill out. I'm just trying to think. I've got a 2mm. Oh yeah, I have got a 2.5. Just thinking that 2.5 might be a bit big. 2.5 might be, but yeah, 2.5 is going to be a bit big. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and find. I've got a 1.5mm drill bit somewhere. Just got to find it. Just bear with me and I'll locate my other drill bit. Right, okay, so I have found another 1.5 drill bit. So I'm not disrespecting anybody, but it is a cheap Chinese drill bit, so who knows. Need a battery on the drill. Wonder why that wouldn't work. What a fool. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm just going to drill that out gently, clear the flutes away. It's cutting really well, this drill bit, actually. Pleased with that. Yeah, that is flying through, that casting. Absolutely flying through. Oh, nearly. Right, I'm happy with that. That's one. Got to check under my magnifying light how deep I'm going. I should have marked it really on a bit of tape. That'll do for that one. This is flying through this drill bit. So you can see it's coming out really quickly, this alloy. Quite chuffed about this actually. Getting there. And I think that'll do it. Excellent. Oh, right, so I'll put that drill bit back in. Sorry about all the clunking off camera. Put the drill back. I don't have a fat lot of room in here, so I'm going to put things back after I've just used them. Right, so if I can just find that. Again, just clear up this swarf. Might be easier actually if I just take the mat and dump that into the looking a bit old, this one. I need to buy another new one like that one over there. Right, so where are we? Let's find the 2mm tap. That one there. And then we'll just very gently, some people put oil on these, as long as you go in and out pretty often and just empty out the swarf, the bits of alloy. You don't really need oil, I don't think. I've never had any problem. I've never snapped a tap. Famous last words. Just keep going in and out. I've seen one gentleman online, he does this with a milling machine. He goes in, or I've seen people do it with post drills, and it's up to you. If you've got the equipment, use it. Why not? I don't need to. So this is a budget restoration. I'm just trying to show you guys and girls and those in between that you can do this relatively on the cheap and get very good results. I say these are never going to get played with, as far as I know. I'm just doing these for my own pleasure. It's a hobby at the end of the day, and they'll go into my display cabinet. Oh, blimey. No, I'm not going to make this last an hour like last time. I'll probably go up to about 30 minutes with this one. I'm not going to bore you with too long a video, so there'll probably be another part of this, but I'm just showing you how I tap these out. Done that one already, haven't I? Yeah. Right, so that's that done. That's all tapped out. A bit like me last night, tapped out. That's another story. Put that one back in there. That's where it belongs, and that's where it's staying. Right, now then, find my little screws. Use these little, I've got these little infusion pumps where I work, and when they change the cases they give you new screws. So lucky for me, I get to keep all the old screws, these little M2 screws, and rather than just throw them away, they come in very useful for my restorations. So any sort of screw that comes along my way, instead of throwing it away, I recycle it and use it for these models. So I'm just trying to work out how far down to cut it. So I think I'll chop it off probably about there. Christ knows where that went. Screw straight in. Have to chop a little bit more off the end. A little bit more. Probably that much. I need a radio in here. I'll start humming. It's, yep, that's one. So that will go down to about there. Oh crikey, where did that go? That bounced off the top of my head. Good job there's nobody near with me. I could have had somebody's eye out. These are stainless steel screws. Very hard, very strong. So if the thread wasn't quite cut, believe you me, these would make very short work of it. A lot of medical devices do have stainless steel screws, I think. Stop them rusting. You don't want things in hospitals going rusty, do you? There you go, perfect. So I'll leave those in when I respray it. Now then, I can't spray it because it's pouring down the rain outside, and I like to do it with the door open, and it's chucking it down at the minute. So that's just a little taster of how I tap, well, how I screw and tap. Should hold that together nicely. Now, what I could do next, I suppose, to show you is, if I knew where I put them. Where did I put them? Where did I put them? Oh, for goodness sakes. I've been... oh, there they are. What are I'm going to do here somewhere. The little plastic bits I cleaned up, they came up beautifully. Now that is really, really scratched, so that needs probably a bit of sanding. Yeah, that's good. That's better. Very fine bit of sandpaper here, bit of wet and dry. And I'm doing it more dry than wet. It's good stuff, this. Good stuff. What I should do as well is I shall prep this with a grey primer, and I'll be going over it with a satin black. Because this plastic, as you can see, is very old and tired. A bit there, a bit of a chunk taken out of that. Might have to put a bit of filler just to bit of filler maybe. I don't know. Yeah, where is it? Here. I really must start labelling stuff up as to where I put. There we go. Bit of modelling putty. Oh yeah. Oh, don't say I left the lid off my super glue and that's dried up. Do you believe I actually did that? Stuck my finger in the top. What a fool. Now I've got really strong super glue on the end of my finger. Don't do that at home, please, people. Please don't do that at home. I'll just wait for that to dry. This dries really, really quickly, this stuff. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on there. And just gently smear that on the plastic. Still some residue of adhesive on the back there. Get some acetone or something on there to get that off. Right, so we'll let that dry. Where the hell can I put that? Just up there on the post drill, pillar drill, whatever people call it. Make sure I do the lid up on that properly. Right, so these, once I clean them up, surprisingly enough, are very, very clean. Hardly any discoloration at all. So I don't need to do anything to those, I don't think. I am quite pleased with them. Yeah, so I don't have to touch that. Don't have to touch that. And I don't really have to touch that. No, that's good, actually. Might go over them with a little bit of Autosol, actually, that chrome cleaner just on the back there. That is looking a bit yellowier. Well, if that's a word. Yellower? Yellow? Yeah, I don't know. Give up. Wheels absolutely shafted. Look at the state of those. How the hell am I going to clean those up? Not good at all. I think, well, first of all, try and straighten them out. Bit better. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, knickers. Would you Adam and Eve it? Well, I didn't want that to happen, did I? So now I'm going to have to make up some new flipping axles, aren't I? I might as well, whilst I'm here, have a route about in my son's vast collection of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars that he doesn't use or play with and find out if I can find any that match. Well, there you go. That's one of the pitfalls of trying to restore some of these old toys, is they snap, they break. They're so old. I mean, that was completely rusty, as is that one there, if my camera decides to focus. Oh well, I suppose I could find some better looking wheels, although you don't really see them underneath the car itself. What a git. Oh well, never mind, there you go. These things happen. Just my luck. As Eeyore would say, it always happens to me. Right. Got super glue all over my finger. How's that plastic doing? That's still drying, that putty. Yeah, it looks like it's still drying. I'll get sanded down at some point. So until it stops raining, I can't really do a fat lot. Can I? No. No, I can't. Not to that model anyway. So I'm a bit at a loose end. We're 21 minutes into it, which isn't the longest video in the world. I'd like to make it a little bit longer. Let's go through some of, yes, I know some people enjoy this, some of the cars I picked up over the last few weeks that I'll probably start doing. So we got a BMW number 45. BMW, what does that say? 3 or something? It's like BMW 3 OCSL, whatever that is. Wheels are in pretty good shape. Yeah, that's nice. I might do that in a deep blue, that one there. This is a rarity. This is an Ertl, if you remember the Dukes of Hazzard, Boss Hogg's car. I'm going to have to fashion some sort of horns for the bonnet. That'll be fun to do. I've never done an Ertl before. Very basic moulding, but obviously I'm not going to recreate Boss Hogg on the side because that looks stupid and it's only on one side and I don't think he had it on there in the first place. I watched Dukes of Hazzard and don't remember ever seeing it. Another fantastic Matchbox. It's a Dodge truck number, can't see that, 63. It's a crane truck. Bit of damage to the windscreen, bit of scratches. Obviously somebody decided to try and eat the hook, as you can see. That's been in somebody's mouth, dirty buggers. Now, one of my favourites, I've got a couple of these, almost in mint condition. Now this has clearly been in the garden, judging by all the soil inside and out. Unfortunately, it has got a bit of a crack on the windscreen there. Bit of a shame. I don't think Steve Flowers does super fast plastic inserts over a lot of cars, so I'm going to have to hunt for another one, maybe with a damaged exterior but a decent. And that's a Datsun. That's a, crikey, it's so full of filth I can't say it, 260Z, made in 1978. Quite like that. I've got several of these as well. This might be a custom one. It's really good nick. To be honest, it's in such good nick that might go straight in the cabinet. I do like certain toys with a nice bit of play patina. That is actually not too bad. It's not in too bad a condition. They come a lot worse. Stickers are relatively intact, although a bit dirty. Might try and clean it up. Oh yeah, might just go straight back into the display cabinet. What else have I got here? Really old half-track type device, personal carrier by Lesney. I'm hoping that they do the replacement tracks there, but a nice army green colour there. Should be able to get off. Will I be able to get, I don't know about getting these axles off. Not a fat lot of room there to grind them off, is there? Oh, we'll have to see about that. But that'll be another little challenge. I like the army ones. Oh, look what else I've got here. Another one, another greyhound. The difference between these two, the stickers, yeah, yes, it's definitely the better one. So this one might even be a insert's okay. The plastic just needs a bit of a clean up. Might do a custom one on that. Might do a two-tone, silver and white or something. Oh, I love it. Oh, right, I don't know if you've any of you have seen any of my restorations on my Facebook page. I did one of these a little while back. Came out really, really well. And it, believe you me, it was almost as tatty as this one. And yeah, I'd like to do one of these. What's the other one? Radio Rentals was the other one I did. And there is another version to that, so that's a possibility. What's that? That's a TV service van by Lesney. Can't remember if it was a comma or it's something along those lines. I picked up this one in a charity shop the other day. Cost me 10 whole pence, and look at the state of it. Somebody's gone over it with gold paint and goodness knows what. Is it bull bar at the front? I think Australians call them rhubars. I don't know, for when you hit a kangaroo. That's going to be an interesting one. I like doing dirty, horrible, manky toys, so that will be a great one to do. And I've also got another one. Quite lucky in this country, in Blighty, because, as you can see, that's a different colour. Yeah, there are lots and lots and lots of charity shops and old car boot sales that still sell these. And you can get them for next to nothing over here. I know, do appreciate some of the foreign countries have not got that choice, but this is one I picked up the other day. It's in quite good condition actually, apart from someone's drawn a black line up there and the stickers are missing. And it's got these really, really annoying, thin, easily bendable, super fast wheels and axles. I don't know what was going through their mind when they decided to put those horrible... Anyway, not to moan. I've got one of these in my display cabinet. It's in a lot better condition than this. Don't even know what I'm going to do with this. The insert's all cracked and buggered. It's an interesting... is it an airport? Freeman Intercity Commuter. 1970. Who knows? That might be a custom if I can find a decent insert. My wife's favourite. Little Mini. Again, the insert is in not too bad a condition. That will come off. Warm soapy water. A bit of nail. Tiny little bit of paint stripper. That will come off. So I think that will probably be a custom. So I've got several of these already. That's Little Mini. I might have to stop in a minute. I've got so many. No. This is an interesting one. It's in not too bad a condition. There's a slight scratch. It's almost crazied a little bit. I think if you see that on the top of the plastic insert there. It's one of those Matchbox laser Peugeot Quasar 1986. Not too bad, bit of paint chipped off here and there, but yeah, I suppose that's another one that could go straight into the cabinet. It's a little, oh well, actually, wheels are very, very buckled. So now what I'm going to probably do is drill that out. It's just on a tab at the back, straighten the wheels up and just tap it, and I might leave the paint. It's not in too bad a condition. Again, it's one of those Matchbox cars, it's got more paint and more detail on it than it hasn't. Clean up the windscreen there. So that's probably one for the cabinet. Now I'm just going to do a couple more because I really haven't got time to do too many. Here's another really, really old Lesney. There's a Pickford's removal van made in England. Is that the same? That's probably the same mould, isn't it? Christ knows when that was made. It's missing its window pillars there, that I can see, but I can soon make some more of those. What I did last time with one of these vans here, I did an ice cream truck. I used a part of a split pin, ground it down at the top and super glued it in the middle. Obviously that's going to be quite a thin one. The bottom half is bent out as well, so we'll see what we can do with that one. That'll be an interesting little project. So I'll finish off with two of my favourites. I've done these before, but I haven't videoed them. I've got two stalwarts, Elvis stalwarts. That one's missing some wheels. This one's in better condition, although it's completely missing its stickers. What I might do with that one is, I've always fancied doing, I've seen somebody do one that's in military colours. So I expect I might do that, British Army or something. And I might even do that one, BP Exploration. I might do a ESO version. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? I knew I said that was going to be the last one, but this is definitely the last one. That is pretty poor in condition. Obviously needs a new insert, and it's missing its rear axle and wheels. It's a ESO, what is it, Ford heavy truck. But this one here is a Scamel. I think it's a Scamel. I think it's supposed to be an army truck in army colours. This is filthy. I mean, look at it. Yeah, I'll probably do that in army colours, the same as a stalwart and that personnel carrier. So that's it. That's all I'm showing you at the moment. I've got, believe you me, plenty more in the box. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like my video, share it, comment, do what you like. Tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me what you think I could do better. I'm always open for criticism. You ask the wife. And I would love to hear from you. It would make my day reading your comments. I've only got one subscriber that talks to me at the moment, so please feel sorry for me. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. What have we got here? Just over 33 minutes. So until that putty's dry on here and the rain stops, it's still tacky. Yeah, and the rain stops, I can't really do much else to this, because what I like to use is the high coat paints on bigger models. Got a lot more coverage, so that would be the primer, and I'll probably do it in that's a polar white. I might not do it in I don't know, I might just do it in a plain white. I've got a plain white somewhere. But that's it. Yeah, those high coat paints are really good. They dry really well, and they're as tough as nails after a clear coat. So again, I do appreciate you watching this. So please like, share, subscribe to my channel. More the merrier. And I'd love to hear from you as well. So until next time, bye bye for now.